Sylvester Stallone needs no introduction. Actor, screenwriter, director, and one of my personal heroes. From Rocky Balboa to Rambo, for nearly 5 decades, Mr. Stallone has captivated audiences throughout the world. My name is Ray Krause. I'm the Patek Philippe boutique manager here at WEMPE, New York. And I joined WEMPE in 1992 in Berlin, Germany, and found my home here in New York after managing our WEMPE store in London. I'm very thrilled to welcome Mr. Stallone for a very special interview today to celebrate 40 years of WEMPE New York. Sylvester has been a client of mine and WEMPE's for many years. So excited to be here with you.
Okay, I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm even wearing your watch today.
Thank you. Yes, very cool piece.
Great watch, it brings me luck.
Thank you.
Makes me feel like, wow, you finally made it. When you have this watch, you realize you made it.
I think you definitely did.
I swear to you. It's like, I love wearing this particular watch because when you walk into the room, everyone covers their watch. Like, oh.
But here you are, a great watch on your wrist. It's a very special perpetual calendar chronograph by Patek Philippe. Let's get started.
Okay, let's do that.
When did you know how to become a watch guy? What was it that intrigued you to go into watches, to be interested in watches?
I had just made Rocky, and there was this rock star.
Yeah.
His name was Greg Allman from the Allman Brothers, and they were at their peak, and he was asleep on the airplane. And I just happened to look down at his watch, and at that time, I had never seen a gold Submariner, and it was like, what is that? You know, that was a very important watch at that time. And I went, wow, that is. And then I mentioned it to my agent and my manager, and sure enough, Christmas, I got one. When you have a great watch and it keeps getting greater, you realize it's kind of like, I'm proud of myself. It's my reward. It's like a constant reminder that hard work pays off.
True. It's understandable, definitely. What was your first nice watch? Was it a Submariner? The Submariner that you just described?
Yeah, that was the first one, because at that time I was, oh my God, look how expensive it is, and so on and so forth. I was shocked. And then I went on to start to experiment with the other watches like Audemars Piguet or Dunhill or this or that. So I was all over the place. I started to focus in on certain qualities, but I still hadn't reached like Patek level. It's like graduating Harvard, you know, you have to work your way up there. You don't start there.
So the rumor is your collection goes into the hundreds.
Yeah.
Is there a special talisman, a special lucky charm watch that you have from early days that brought you always the best of luck?
Quite often I'll wear the Patek surrounded by the blue sapphire. I usually always go out with Patek because it's just so intimidating, and it's so lucky because, you know, you're lucky to own one. I mean, so I have focused, you know, honestly on Rolex for a certain reason, because I think Rolex is unique with Patek. Rolex somehow over the decades turned out to be the achievement watch. Like, wow, I worked hard enough and now I can get a stainless steel Submariner. So that became a real status symbol for that. Then you had the other people who said, okay, I've done my Rolex, now what's next? And other people have come close, like AP and all that, but no, it's beyond the Rolls Royce. It's just like as they say, Mac Daddy, the boss. You know, it's the champion. and that's what I do. So when I go out to really make my friends annoyed, I wear that because it's game over.
Thank you. There are always people out there that want to do better and better and better and better. Rolex is one of them. They always want to do a better design icon, better materials, better things, and Patek definitely. With the kind of movement that they do, though they always try to outdo themselves, from the past. They want to do something even better in the future. I wanted to know, Sly, how you decide which watch to wear.
If I'm wearing like sporty clothes,
Yeah,
and I'm wearing sweatpants, I'll wear the most sophisticated watch that completely is wrong, but it's so shocking. Like I'll wear this with running shorts and a tank top. They go, isn't that overkill? I go, no, that's the whole point. I like to be able to have contrast. And then, so it's all a mood thing. It's like, do I want to freak people out a little bit? So you're sitting there wearing some beautiful diamond thing. Where are you going? You're going to go in the backyard and play golf. I said, it doesn't matter. I want to be able to use the watch when I emotionally want to. I don't care what you think. I care how it makes me feel. And that's what I do. And sometimes I'll be all dressed up and I'll wear one of the more simple ones. You got to be very careful. Like when you're wearing a watch like this, you got to take everything else off. You know what I mean? Some of these guys, they wear bracelets and 2 of them and beads and 3 rings. And this is it. Like I'll go to a smaller everything. So all the focus is there, not all over the place.
You're wearing a piece of art. So what's your favorite watch story from the movie set? So any good Hollywood stories?
I wore a watch, very nice man, but it was a watch that the character could never afford.
Oh, I see.
So I was doing this, I don't know why. Everybody in Expendables is wearing a Panerai ceramic, and I'm wearing a Richard Mille with a red band. So it's this thick. Yeah. So the enemy could see you 300 meters away. It's like a big red thing. And I'm going, where does this guy afford a $250,000 watch? It's like
those things happen.
No sense. But
perfect. Have you ever visited a watch manufacturer? So I know you lived in your youth in Switzerland.
I have not actually ever been in the factory and watched these incredible technicians with their glasses making these things. So I'm looking forward to that. I see it. That's going to be special. So I'm going to ask you which one you should go to, and I know what you're going to say. So
we do this together. And what is your most cherished watch? Your most watch that you cherish the most? Someone that's given it to you as a gift, or the watch that means the most to you?
Well, I'd have to say the one that I worked hard to get myself. Even though that was a gift from people, there's something about you having sweat and earned it and studied it and waited years to get it. So I love this one, and I have a gold Nautilus that I love. So those are the ones I go to when I'm really feeling I want to impress myself and the world. Yeah, I do. And like I said, I had a couple of what I call fun Rolexes. So that's a whole different vibe. But it's primarily, Patek.
You've been an icon for watches. So what advice would you give to someone, to watch enthusiast, to a young watch collector who's just starting out?
I tell people, just like in acting, you can't do everything. So focus on what really starts to move you, learn the history of it, become an authority. You listen to a guy like John Mayer or these watch collectors, they really know their stuff. And you can't do that if you have 50 brands. You know what I mean? You just can't. So that's what I say. I said, be a specialist. Be a specialist.
What was your longest second in your life?
Well, you have the longest moment personally and then professionally. The longest moment, of course, is you're sitting there with the Oscar.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to win. 1 year earlier, you were parking cars and broke.
Oh.
No one cared about me. And they hated me because my tie broke on the way to the Oscars. So I thought, oh, so I just wore my shirt out. So I looked like Saturday Night Fever disco. And they thought I was making fun of the Academy. So people were going, boo, worst dress, arrogant. So when I sat there waiting, I said, there's no chance I'm going to win. Zero. And when we won, it was like, boom. And then the other one, the longest minute of your life is about 9 months when you're waiting for your first kid. You're going, oh, that's a 9-month minute.
I see what you mean. That's a good answer. I also was thinking putting my tie on or tie off for you, but I put it on because it's a very special Patek Philippe tie, especially for you, just to make the right picture here, you know. So it's a great journey. It has been a great journey so far, and more to come. And I want to say thank you for your time. And
oh no, listen, I'd do anything for you guys. You've been so nice to me, and hopefully I'll be coming to New York soon, and I'll be spending more time on the East Coast. So,
what can I say? Great to see you today, and
But you know, people should realize, you know, you are like the perfect ambassador. I mean, seriously, you're so gracious, you're so humble, and you're so knowledgeable. You're so gifted. I mean, really. So I'll do anything for you. You know that.
I watch every movie from you, obviously, and you have a new movie coming out, I know. And you're writing a book, I heard. There are many interesting things coming out from your side, obviously. And I follow them closely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for watching us, and also the viewers. And I keep punching for you.
And I keep punching for you, and see you in the movies.